take a typical business, like any business. They're so focused on like output, like making money, selling their product, selling their service, like just output, that they never really look at too much of the the flow of assets, right? They're just, I sell this is my product, sell, 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 sell. In that process of your daily business, there's a whole host of things you end up with as a byproduct of that, right? So you have, let's say you're assets like or inventory. You sell inventory, either retail, wholesale, doesn't matter. You manufacture, doesn't matter. You're a product business that you sell a product. You have returns, right? Like a lot of companies, I don't think even have a program on what to do with their returns or their warranted items. Some happen, they had to replace it under warranty. They get the asset back. I mean, what do they throw them away, trash them, like store them in that rack in the warehouse? I there was one big vendor that I worked with a while back. They had, kid you not, 3,000 pallets of returned merchandise in their warehouse. 3,000 pallets of returned merchandise in their warehouse. Just every single week, they kept adding to it. Like the idea, that you don't put a mechanism in place in your business to handle these assets that aren't your primary business, like it really needs, you know, management, right? So you have returns, you have overstocks. So if you have multiple SKUs you're selling, some SKUs sell great, some SKUs don't move at all, right? How do you keep your inventory levels? I see a lot of companies who order too much inventory of the non-moving SKUs, thinking they'll move just as good as their high-performing SKUs, and they don't. But they put no mechanism in place to move the inventory that is slow, that's slow to sell, right? You have season changes. So you have products that sell in the summer, and then you have other products you sell in the winter. And what do you do with those? Do you sit on those assets, or do you move them? And I think it's crucial that every company work with a liquidator. Just get a liquidator in your pocket. Somebody that says, "Hey, look, anytime that you either have the excess inventory, the returns, the equipment, doesn't matter what it is, get a liquidator in your pocket that you can call up that can help you figure out a program or what to do with that stuff, because it's going to keep your warehouse clean, you're going to stay more efficient, you're going to keep putting assets back into usable capital, and that's what you need for your company to succeed."